Are we ready?
We ready?
We're good. Good deal. I'd like to call to order and welcome everybody to the June 21st, 2022 Commission meeting of the Limestone County Commission. And Ellen, do we have any public comment?
We do not.
Thank you, ma'am. Ellen, would you please call roll?
Mr. Samet?
Here.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Here.
Mr. Black?
Here.
Mr. Townsend?
Here.
Mr. Black, you'll lead us in our pledge, please?
I will.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. Hope you don't put my extra eyeballs on here I can see. All right, first on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes from June the 7th of 2022. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Samet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Samet?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Mr. Black?
Aye.
Mr. Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve claims in the amount of $3,084,243.09. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion with this? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Mr. Black?
Aye.
Mr. Townsend?
Aye.
Mr. Samet?
Aye.
Mr. Barksdale?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Do we have any conflicts of interest with anything coming in front of the commission today? Everybody's silent. I'll say that's a no. We have no resolutions, no orders, contracts, agreements, and grants. First thing on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve agreement, an agreement to comply with the requirements of the Alabama Department of Senior Services, Senior Community Services Employment Program entered into with the Limestone County Commission and TARCOG. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. Have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion with it? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Mr. Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Mr. Samet?
Aye.
Mr. Black?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve an agreement to comply with the requirements of the seniors for Centers for Workforce Inclusion Centers Community Services Employment Program entered into by the Limestone County Commission and TARCOG. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion with it? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Mr. Black?
Aye.
Mr. Barksdale?
Aye.
Mr. Samet?
Aye.
Mr. Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Third on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve to submit a COPS grant for funding of 3 new deputies. Cost of 3 new deputies for 3 years is approximately $615,000. The COPS grant will fund up to $125,000 per hire. The COPS grant would be $375,000 with a county match of $240,000. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion with this?
Yeah, this is the one that we missed out on last year. Is that right?
And I think we've done it
Sheriff.
the year before, too.
Yes.
We did.
And I think we've got a better track of who we're sending this one to. I think the person we sent it to last year and the year before that, it didn't reach the table where it needed to. So I think the person in charge of this, I know it's Senator Tuberville's office, I think is one of the ones that we're sending it to. So I think it'll get done this time.
Yeah, and I think we've got Terry A. Cuff working
Yes,
on the
that's
part
good.
of it. So.
That's good.
Any more discussion with it? No more discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Mr. Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Mr. Samet?
Aye.
Mr. Barksdale?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have no budget revisions, no emergency purchases, no board appointments, award of bids, and have none. Personnel action. First on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve to transfer William Keith Chandler from jail corporal to jail sergeant effective June the 21st, 2022. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Black, second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion with him? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Mr. Samet?
Aye.
Mr. Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire John Thomas Wall as a part-time traffic enforcement deputy effective 6/21 of 22, pending a drug screening. Do I have such a motion?
I make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale to have a second.
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? With you. No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale,
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend,
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet,
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Third on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire Clarence Edward Thompson Jr. as a corrections officer, effective 6/21/22, pending a drug screening. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Sammet. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet,
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale,
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
And fourth on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire Jasmine Ramirez Chavez as a corrections officer, effective 6/21/22, pending a drug screening. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend, second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet,
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
All right, fifth on here, I'll ask to approve to amend the staffing plan to add one transitional payroll specialist to grade 17 under the administrative department. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Sammet. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Black. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale,
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Six on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve transitional payroll specialist job description. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale,
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet,
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Number seven, I'll ask for a motion to approve to amend the personnel policy and procedure to add a number 4 under the section 17 under transfers, which states as following: the Limestone County Commission reserves the right to place an employee in whatever job it deems useful or necessary. All job transfers, reassignments, promotions, and lateral transfers are at the decision of the Limestone County Commission. Do I have such a motion to approve this amendment?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. To have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion?
Yeah. I just wanted to make this where it looks kind of confusing, and if you're an employee and you're looking at it, it's almost like, oh, they fixing to go in there and just start moving people around because they can do it. This right here, I think, is one of the main reasons we did. It's because we had a probationary period, and it's a couple of employees that we've all got, and some of them live closer to one district and they do the other district, and it's crazy to wait 6 months for them to transfer to that other district if they want to. And I know it needs to be done, because waiting 6 months, I mean, you may have somebody in a job at the sheriff's department that you want to move to another position in the sheriff's department, and they're supposed to do a probationary period in that position. So I'm glad we did this right here, because although it looks like it's not good for the employee, it's really good for everybody involved, so employees and department heads too. So I'm glad that y'all got this put together, and that's why I'll be happy to vote for it.
And to kind of clear this up a little bit too, this is you have to put in for a transfer. We're just not going to
right.
come in and
Yeah.
saying, hey,
No. Yeah.
this is what it is. We've got we created a new department, and we have some employees that that's on probationary period. We're trying to fill the position where we transfer people around. So
That's
it's and that's what it's all about. It's you have to put in for a promotion. We're not just going to come in. And
It's
say,
for the
hey.
good of everybody.
It's
I
for
mean,
the
it
good.
really is.
It's for an opportunity. It's for better opportunities for the employees. That's what it boils down to.
We're the
All right.
government. We're here to help you.
Okay. All right. Any more? We'll quit chasing the rabbit here. Any more discussion? No more discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend,
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale,
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet, Commissioner Black.
Aye.
All righty. We have several merit increases. Under the merit increase, I'll ask for a motion to approve all the merit increases as listed below. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Sammet. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Anybody got any discussion with anybody on the merit increase? All right. With no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet,
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend,
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale,
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously, and I just want to thank all of our employees. So we can't do it without our employees. So, All right, the engineers report, Mr. Massey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have 7 subdivisions for your consideration today. Charleston Phase 1, this is a major for final approval, creating 96 lots in District 2. This is across from Menifee Road, south side of Capshaw Road. Walton Creek, this is a major for preliminary approval, creating 101 lots in District 2. This is north side of Pepper Road near Jones Road intersection. Luterville, this is a major for preliminary, creating 20 lots in District 3. This is north side of Nuclear Plant Road, approximately 400 feet west of Stewart Road intersection. Zaner Farm subdivision, this is a minor for preliminary and final, creating 8 lots in District 4. This is east side of Zaner Road, approximately 1,000 feet south of New Cut Road. Sammy Lane subdivision, this is a minor for preliminary and final, creating 4 lots in District 4. This is southwest of Highway 99, north side of Sammy Lane. Big Creek Farm subdivision, this is a minor for preliminary and final, creating 1 new lot in District 4. This is west of Tillman Mill Road, southwest side of Big Creek Road. And Mattyville Cove subdivision, this is a minor for preliminary and final, creating 6 lots in District 3. This is south of Snake Road, south side of Bay Village Drive. That's all that I have.
All right, I'll ask for a motion to approve the 7 subdivisions as submitted by the county engineer. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Well, I think Commissioner Barksdale made the motion.
Well, knock it out. I'll go
Give me the
second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Commissioner Barksdale made the motion, Commissioner Black made the second. So any discussion with any one of the 7? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Under other business, I'll ask for a motion to approve the increase for the polling officers' pay by an extra $50 per election, retroactive back to the primary to May the 24th of 22. I need a motion for this right here, to amend elections.
I'll make a motion, Mr.
Motion
Chairman.
by Commissioner Sammet. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? I just want to thank all the poll workers for all they do. So, no more discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Sammet? Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
I'm rubbing off on you. You're getting tongue-tied as bad as I do, aren't you? All right. So we have no scheduled public hearing, report of officers. Before I go into the report of officers, did you have something, Brian? I know you come in late.
Credits and supplements and
I failed to get that on the agenda.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and,
If that's okay with you guys.
I'm fine. Well, anybody have any problem with him getting up and go through what you got to go through?
No, I'll let him go.
I don't know what is normally presented, it's just what our DFC 22 for a final settlement that shows y'all have to approve our errors or litigations insolvent for me to do this final settlement.
That was actually on
I thought
the
we
last
did
We already did
agenda,
that.
but
We had it on the last meeting.
Took it off.
We took it off because they didn't have the list ready.
Oh.
Because the software didn't have the list written, so
Does something got to be approved today, or do we need it for next meeting?
it has to be, it's actually supposed to be done the first meeting in June, but our software company didn't have it ready. So I really need in June. I can't final settlement with the comptroller, and I have to do that by July 1st.
Yeah. Well, I know the attorney is not here today. Drew is out of town, but I know we put it on the work session and discussed it last time.
yes, we did.
Y'all, I mean, I don't have a problem with us adding it. I mean, because that would be under the other business section anyways.
Well,
Yeah.
can we do a motion to suspend the rules?
We'll have to have a motion to suspend the rules. We would have to do
I'll
that.
make the motion, suspend the rules.
All right. And I know,
Second.
and the second by
Yeah.
Commissioner, I had a first by Commissioner Black, second by Commissioner Salmon. Any discussion? We can't discuss this, so let's go. Let's vote on suspending the rules here. Ask for,
Okay.
call for the vote to suspend the rules.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammet?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
All right. So the reason we're doing this is last meeting, we did have this on the work session, but we didn't have the software ready. So normally we don't do this, but we will do this because we had to have it done, so.
Thank you, sir.
I guess, now what is it, I'll have to,
It's the DFC 22.
I know, but I mean, what is it? It's called litigations and,
Insolvents, errors, and taxes and litigation.
okay. So I'll ask for a motion to approve approve this for Mr. Patterson.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Black, to have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. All in favor, say aye. No, I'll call. I'll call
Wow,
the
we
vote,
just went way off track.
Whoa!
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Sammy?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Well, I'm used to doing it at the solid waste meeting when we do something like that, we suspend the rules, so. We just vote by saying aye. But this is something we did have on last meeting, and we had to put it off because of computer area, so. All right, so I'll move on to our report of officers. Commissioner Sammy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We're into our paving season and the chip seal surfaces. Hopefully, everything's going good with it. Just want to make note for everybody to go vote today. Today is election day and a low turnout. I like to see a lot of folks participate, but I'd like to see everybody go vote. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Sammy. Commissioner Barksdale.
I don't have anything.
Commissioner Black.
We're busy doing the same thing, getting roads ready to pave. We got our list on the cross drains that we're going to have to replace, cutting sides of the roads, picking up trash. I mean, just the everyday thing, and trying to keep all employees from getting too hot. So that's hard to do when you're out there on asphalt all day, or you're right out in the middle of the heat. So I'd like to make sure all our employees are staying hydrated and taking a chance to get in some shade every once in a while. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Black. Commissioner Townsend.
Let everybody know we are working on Dupree Hollow. The bridge down there, I think, is going good. We're hoping within the next, I'm gonna say month, it'll be opened. I think that's what they told me the other day. We still got to come back and finish 7 Mile Post as soon as our paving gets started back up. And I want to thank Danny for sending a couple guys over to help me with the bush hogging. They've been out there about 3 days, I think. They're over there today, so I want to thank him for coming out and helping with that. And I'd also like to say, everybody, please get out and vote. With the turnout being so low, we really need everybody to get out and voice let their voice be heard. So get out and vote. That's all I got.
Thank you, sir. First of all, Nicole's a new news courier editor. I want to welcome her today. I want to thank Christy and Erica from the Decatur Daily. Erica from Decatur and Christy from News Courier for all they do. I know they'll be out here tonight late working on the Lexus stuff, and I know a lot of times they don't get the credit they need, but they, good or bad, they do us all a good favor in this community service. So, all righty. So, and all that being said, like I said, the voting turnout's going to be low today. We're afraid of. I tell everybody that's one of the only rights you have left in this country, to express your opinion. Nobody can dictate it. You go behind that curtain, you vote for who you want to. I'm not advocating for anybody to vote for anybody, but to get out and exercise that right, because there's people that's died for that freedom for you to get out and do that. As of 9:45, we've had 2,921 people vote in Limestone County. That's only 3%. That's pretty sad. Only 3%. About 1,000 hours get out and vote, and so you do the mathematics on it. We're probably going to get up to 13, 14%. I mean, that's a bad deal. So anyhow, with all that said, we will adjourn until 9 a.m. at Tuesday, July the 5th, because Monday's the holiday of the 4th at the Clinton Street right here where we're at. Thank y'all for being here.